Here we go, episode 69, live from the comfort.
69.
Nice. Live from the comforts of our own homes.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to COVID-19.
And it's not me this time.
Yeah, it's not you again.
It's not me this time. I've been done that.
I don't even have it. It's my fucking family.
Not yet.
Yeah. I've done 2 tests and they both said
I
negative.
know.
So
It's pretty wild.
it's fucked, man. It's just annoying at this point.
Yeah. So for those wondering, CJ's dad got COVID unbeknownst to him.
Yeah.
He's doing fine though, right?
Yeah, he's good.
And your mom's got COVID.
Yeah.
Currently doing fine.
So yeah, we both we did a rapid test, I guess, Christmas night or Boxing Day morning or something like that. And we both came back negative. Thank God my brother didn't show up. He ended up staying out at his girlfriend's. And then
he's like, fuck all you guys.
We're like, fuck it, let's actually go get a PCR test. And then we know for sure. Went and got the PCR test, driving home. I was negative and my mom was positive. And I'm
sitting side by side.
Yeah. It's like, well, fuck. This is fun.
Yeah. If you don't have it, I'd be curious to see if you do get it. But even if you do, I'm sure it's going to be fine anyway. So, I mean, you guys are in the same house. So,
yeah, I have to isolate anyways for 10 days.
Yeah, you're fucked no matter what.
It is.
Right? For
So
the
it's
isolation.
Like Audrey went and got tested because she moved back Christmas Eve. So she was just being cautious. She took a rapid test. She was negative. She went and did a PCR test today. But hers, it's going to take 48 hours to come back. And then at that point, it's been like 6 or 7 days since she was exposed. So it's like
she's not getting it because the CDC actually just updated the guidelines and they've said that 5 days is enough for isolation.
Really? Because we just checked and
that's the CDC though, right?
Okay.
Canada hasn't updated that, and this is only a couple of days ago that they've done this.
Fucking Canada's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we're never letting it go.
It doesn't give you an actual like this is what to do. It's like if you were exposed, it's this amount of days.
Mm-hmm.
If you were positive, it's this amount of days. And it's like it's like, man, like just tell me.
It's a clusterfuck.
And then it's like
really
10 days minimum, 14 days would be preferred.
Yeah, like what the fuck? So the CDC said 5 days is enough because you're only you're only spreading it within the first 3 to 5 days. And I think they lowered something else to 7 days after exposure maximum. Or 7 days is if you're positive, and if you've just been exposed, if you isolate for 5 days, that's it. No more.
Yeah.
So, and all that's going to shrink, I think, by the springtime anyway. I think this shit's going away in the springtime. It kind of feels like it's all kind of collapsing in on itself at this point, but
yeah,
you know what I mean?
This is just fucked at this point.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see.
Life, though. Like,
it is what it is.
What are you going to do, right?
Yeah. Well, at least you get a nice little cozy vacation. It's good that you like video games.
I kind of wish it was like a week or 2 later. Like, could have enjoyed the holidays.
You could have tested positive laying on a beach in Mexico right now.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like Christmas got fucked, and then usually we just like have a lot of like usually our day's Boxing Day. That got canceled. And then our New Year's got canceled too. And it's like, fuck, man.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal, man.
Way to end fucking 2021.
Yeah. I hope speaking of 2021, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. We know CJ had a great one. Other than CJ, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. CJ made the most of it. Everyone's doing fine. And this is the New Year goodbye 2021 episode. So in
69.
69, nice. In lieu of a whiskey review this week, we will be counting down our top 5 reviews of the year.
Yes, sir.
CJ had that idea.
Well, yeah. I just put beverages because we did a lot of beer the last like 2 months, right? So if you want to adjust yours,
it can be anything that we reviewed, right?
Yeah.
So I just said reviews. That was sort of ambiguous too.
Okay. Yeah.
whatever we
We
have
did do a
reviewed
shit ton of
this year.
whiskey.
Yeah, we did. And I
We've
think that
done
some even got left off too. Because I don't think there's a clip. We reviewed both wild turkeys too, right? And I don't
oh,
even think
so
there's a
okay,
clip for that
so
on YouTube.
okay, so what happened was I didn't start doing the whiskey reviews till May, I think it was. So anything up until May
Right.
didn't get an actual YouTube like review clip.
Got it.
And I'm not going back because if
No,
I
no,
go
no, no,
back
no,
and
no, no.
and if I put out those videos though, it won't allow me to put them in the right order except in the playlist. So our like homepage will be fucked.
Just a fucking disaster.
Like it'll be a disaster. And like we didn't start actually video recording them till I don't know, April. Like
Yeah.
it hasn't been that long, right?
No, it hasn't. It's been long, but not long,
Yeah,
really,
it
on
feels
paper.
long, but it's
Yeah.
not.
It's been a solid 8 months, but
Yeah.
anyway, we
Yeah.
reviewed some shit. What I would like to do, is I would like to go back through you and I. This is obviously off thing, and go back and hit some bottles up that we reviewed,
Oh,
but
like
didn't officially
previous.
review. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Bushmills. I think Proper 12 would be in there. There's a
Yep.
bunch of stuff that we haven't reviewed properly.
I
Um,
think I think the Gibson 12 year.
I think the Gibson 12 years in that list too, because we went back and did number 8, the 8 year.
Yep. Yeah, we did the 8 year,
Um,
but I don't think we ever went back and did like regular Gibsons or the 12 year.
no. So that's something we can add to the
It would be
collection as
nice to
well.
go back and do that.
Yeah, we can definitely catch all that stuff up. But anyway, there's lots more things for us to review. There's a lot more options that we can do. It's been a fun year of reviewing. I think it's been a fucking blast.
Dude,
It was
we've tried
actually interesting
so
looking
much
back on
shit.
some of them. I forgot a bunch about a bunch of shit. So
Yeah, same. I forgot about like doing oh, you didn't even do ASMR, dude? I'm out here fucking
I
waiting.
poured it right before we even started. I just had it already ready.
I was like, oh shit, when are we gonna pour this shit? This man's not shutting up. But yeah, no, we did like Terramana, we like did tequila, vodka. We did so much this year, and it was kind
One
of
of
nice.
our
And I want to keep doing that. Where for a while we just venture off the beaten path for a little bit.
yeah, I was going through some of the notes too because I have like most of the last like 20 something episodes written down. And one of our highest reviews was the gin that we did.
Which one was that?
It was the
Hendrix.
Hendrix gin. And
Yeah.
I think we were 8.9 and 9.
Damn.
Yeah, like it was one of our highest reviewed. It's not to say that's gonna make our top 5, but
It
I just
was
thought it was
good.
interesting. It was good. Like, and again,
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, I forgot we did that. Go back and looking through.
I actually
And
forgot we did Hendrix.
and then also looking at some of the other reviews, like some were lower than I remember as well.
Yeah.
But I look back on them more fondly. So, but timeout also helps with these things because like there's ones that definitely jump out, and then there's ones you're like, oh fuck, forgot about that. But most of mine I could pretty much rifle off top of my head, except for one of them I forgot about. And I'm like, yeah, that's in there for sure.
I want to know what it is.
You will. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to each say our number 5? We talk about it. Do you want to go yours? How do you want to set this up?
I'm just looking at my list quick here just to make sure it's in the order I want it to come across.
Okay.
And I think it is. And
Okay.
yeah, so let's start. Do you want to start us off or do you want me to? Oh,
Whatever.
I'll start.
But I'm
I'll start.
saying,
I'll
but we're
start.
just gonna say like number 5, and then
I
we'll
got
talk
some
about it.
runner ups. I've got
Okay, so
3 runner ups.
3 runner ups to your number 5.
Yeah.
So these are
Just
like
that like
honorable mentions.
surprised me. Yeah. So
You
there's
want to mention
the
those at the end, CJ? Because I have some honorable mentions too that
oh yeah,
didn't make
sure.
the
Let's
list.
do them at the end.
Let's save those for the end, like
All right.
things that like surprised us and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start. My
Cheers, by the way.
number. Yeah. Cheers, man. My number 5 is exactly what I'm drinking right now. Is some Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, solid choice. That's it. That's in top 5. If you're a bourbon drinker,
Dude.
it's there.
Yeah.
I went number 5 with the mint julep. cocktail.
Oh, wow, you went with a
I
cocktail.
did, yeah, I forgot that we
Okay.
drank it, so I this is where I was kinda conflicted because, um, Wild Turkey, both the 101 and the regular,
Yeah,
some of my favorites, off the shelf grab.
same.
So I was like, but, like, do I really wanna include them because, like, I could have a top 5 of things that I drink all the time and love more than
Yeah.
most things, and that's it wasn't kinda the direction I wanted to go, although they'll probably make the honorable mention list. Um, but I went with the mint julep because it's number 1 made with wild turkey, or we at least made it with wild turkey,
Yeah.
and, really surprised me, like, how delicious and fucking that's one of those things, like, you could drink all fucking day long, and it
So so to
yeah.
go off of, like, kinda how you did your top 5,
Right.
I did mine, like, what I'm either gonna go buy or recommend. Like,
Okay.
just I'm if because we've tried so many, and there
Yes.
are so many good ones, but there's really only a handful of beverages I'm gonna go out and actually buy again to just have around the house.
I would say that my list also reflects that as well.
Yeah.
So,
That
mine's
mint julep though, fuck, I
yeah.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how I missed that review, like, going through shit. God damn.
Yeah, man. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
Slap in your honorable mentions, but that's my number 5, mint julep. You got
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace, which is I mean,
Oh,
fucking speak for
hands
itself.
down, like,
Yeah.
one of the best bourbons.
Alright, what
Alright.
are you going number 4?
Number 4 is, Terramana, the Rocks Tequila, and it just took me by surprise. I actually enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to enjoy sipping on tequila, and I think we reviewed it on a like, on a Monday. That Friday or Saturday, I was at your house, sitting in the backyard,
Sipping it.
sipping on it, like
Yeah. Like it was one of your favorite drinks.
yeah, it took me by surprise, and I really enjoyed it.
See, this is the nice thing about, how we're doing this list because, like, now I can talk like, Terramana is not on my in my top 5,
Yeah.
but it was fantastic. Like,
I threw
but
it
it
on there just, like,
yeah.
it just caught me off guard. I
It
really
it was this
was
close though,
dreading
I'll be
it.
honest. It was this close to making my list, but
Yeah,
it just it I held it out. Um, I wanted to I'd like to build up the tequila repertoire, but I'm recommending that to
same.
anybody. Anybody
Yeah.
that that fucking brings that shit up. And
Um,
again, I back to what you were saying. The reason I like that one so much is because it surprised me.
yeah.
Like, I'm not known for drinking tequila, not that I have a reputation for drinking any certain thing that came out weird, but, it's not something I would necessarily go to right away, but I wouldn't even think of twice about it. If someone had it, be like, "Yeah, I'll take that. No problem."
Yeah, I'll have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I bought a bottle for our 2 friends. They love tequila. And
Yeah, th what
I'm
a
like,
gift.
"Have you
Yeah.
guys tried it?" They're like, "No, no." And, like, I'm trying to think of other tequilas, like, I know they've had, like, fucking Soza at the house, and it's like, "God damn, man." And then, like, they
That's like
like
hard that's like
Patron.
battery acid. That's like
Oh,
hardcore.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm getting a bottle for their birthday." So I picked them up a bottle, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
Yeah, they haven't tried it yet. I think they're scared.
There's, have you heard of mezcal?
Mezcal, no.
Yes, my sister drinks mezcal. It is like a tequila. I think it might even be the same plant, but it's different, and shit hits a little different.
Really?
It's like the bourbon to the scotch. You know what I mean? Like it's a little more hardcore. It's a little
Okay.
rougher. It's also good, but it's like spitting hot fire. Like
Yeah.
it's something different. It's and I think I shouldn't. Again, I'm not a tequila connoisseur, but mezcal is designed to be like sipped on in the same fashion you would drink like a scotch or a whiskey.
Oh, okay,
That's not to say
cool.
that tequila is not, but
Have you
tequila
seen it
definitely
around here?
has mezcal. It's
Yeah.
on the shelves. Is I'm gonna ask my sister what's a decent brand, and I'll pick us up a bottle at some point
Okay.
because she is a connoisseur. Because some of it is like I think, like, even the good stuff is like, "Oh, what am I drinking?" It's like moonshine almost, you know what I mean?
Nice.
It's like the screech of Canadian
Oh,
whiskey,
shit.
right?
Nice,
But
that's sick.
it's fun. So, my number 4 It was really tough. This was the toughest one for me, and I actually changed it last minute. I went with the Gibson 8-year. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I put that one in there. It's a Canadian whiskey, so it's not a typical Irish whiskey, Scotch, bourbon that you and I would generally steer more towards. Um,
I think it's considered a rye, right?
I would think so. I just assume all Canadian whiskey's rye, to be honest. Um,
So do
Gibson,
I at this
yeah,
point.
yeah. It is funny, like how like just regions, this is what it is,
Yeah.
and it's fucking delicious. I like it for the reason that I'm sure most people don't like it, is for the bite. Like
It's
it's called
got
the Gibson. It's called bold, and it's
and
bold
it
taste.
it, it
Yeah,
is bold
yeah.
and it's so good.
It's really really good to the acquired tongue. I mean, maybe not. Like maybe I'm fucking giving us way too much credit, but
I don't know. I think at some point we've tried so many fucking
y-
whiskeys and other drinks at some
yeah,
point.
hard to
Like
decipher. So the one,
we're connoisseurs of all of the above.
yeah, you're probably right. Um, the The one that I took off, which may surprise you, is I actually took off the Long Branch and put that
Wow.
one there. So the reason the Long Branch, you and I gave shit. So this is a perfect parallel between these two because I think we
Yeah.
described it like we wanted more punch out of it. But
Yeah.
I been thinking about it and I'm actually drinking it now. It is it's so fucking smooth. Like if anyone wants to try bourbon for the first time, they should try that
Yeah.
100%. It
Yeah.
really is a great bourbon. Like no question. I
Yes.
just want that fucking oomph, right?
Yeah,
That's all that
you
is.
want a little kick in the nuts.
And that's why Gibson made the list over Long Branch. So,
Okay. Okay.
but Long Branch will be recommended by anybody, or
Yeah.
I'd recommend
To
to anybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So my number 3 coming in hot with a Belgian Moon Mango. It
Had a
had
feeling.
to
I
it
had a
had to
feeling.
make the list.
Yeah, I had a feeling
Had
that was
to.
coming up at some point.
Those things are so good.
Yeah, they
And
spit hot fire.
the what are they considered?
So wheat.
Fuck.
What do you mean?
Not a wheat beer, like when they mix it with something else.
I
Infused?
don't think I don't think it's infused. I think it's just a wheat
Whenever
beer.
okay, whatever like the beer is considered since it is brewed with a fruit, like shock
Okay,
top.
sure.
Like shock top not the best in my
No,
books.
I
Not
would
getting one.
I would totally agree with that.
Right? Like they just it's just they didn't do it right. But
I
then you
fucked
got
up a little.
Belgian Moon alone, really nice. But that Belgian Moon mango, oh, that shit hit different.
It does, yeah. It does hit
It's
different.
so nice. I wish I had one.
Well, I'll probably be dropping something off to you next week for a review. So if you need anything, put it on the laundry list and I'll make sure I drop it
Oh
off at the
shit.
front door. I felt
Thanks,
like
man. I appreciate that.
I picked up this microphone from CJ today and I felt like we were Romeo and Juliet. CJ was yelling at me from his window and I was out on the front lawn professing my love to him.
Oh, dude. I felt like an asshole, like, because I left the mic in the car, but I'm like, you just said he's like in Aurora. And I didn't know what time you were actually gonna like come by. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw it out there now and I'll leave it in the car because it's easy for me to just be like, boom, unlocked, there it is.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to leave it out on the porch. It's in a camera bag.
No,
Like
no, it's fine.
that shit's gonna
Yeah.
get fucking yoinked.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
They're gonna be disappointed when there's an $80 microphone in it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Nice, solid fucking number 3. I had a feeling it was gonna appear. I just didn't know where, but
Yeah.
fucking one of the best beers like ever, in my opinion,
100%.
like ever.
100%. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
My number 3
I'm
we've
getting nervous for your fucking next 3, man.
really.
I'm excited. I want to know what they are.
All right. Well, my number 3 is a bit of a bit of a. We've discussed it. It's Buffalo Trace is my number 3.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So it did
Buffalo
make
Trace
the
number
list.
3. It made the
Nice.
list. Yeah, it made the list.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
mean, we already discussed it, but um, for me, if that is my go-to. Well, first of all, it's so hard to find generally.
Mhm.
It's one of those things that if I see, I just like panic and I'm like, I need this now.
Yeah.
And I won't even hesitate. Fucking give it to me. So that I think that speaks a lot to how I
I
feel
don't
about
know
it.
what, like, if it was just the demand for it and that they were hitting the shelves and then gone,
See,
because, like, Wild Turkey and what was Woodford? Was it Woodford? No. What's the other, whiskey that's literally in the same block
yeah, it
radius?
was Woodford, you said,
Woodford?
in the same town. Yeah,
And
and they're all
those were
interchangeable,
stocked.
really. Yeah,
Those were stocked like crazy.
yeah,
And then Buffalo Chase, January hits and vanished.
yeah.
Gone. Can't get it.
And that was, the like 2020, the year of COVID. I had no problem finding that. Like, that was always in the cupboard, and then, yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, January rolls around and see you later. At the last place I was working out of town, uh, Muskoka area, like a cottage country, for those who are wondering, um, they had, like, 15 on the shelf.
Jeez.
It was like people that never even heard of it up there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"No problem.
Yeah, I'll take this.
Don't mind if
Thanks.
I do."
Yeah. Fuck, you gotta grab it when you
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's my number 3, Buffalo Trace.
Nice. Okay, so my number 2 is what you're drinking right now, and that's the, Long Branch, the Wild Turkey Long Branch.
Okay, I'm glad it made one of our lists.
It for me, it had to because of how smooth it was, and
Yeah,
it didn't feel right to put Wild Turkey or Wild Turkey 101 because they are, like we've said in the past, there is that sentimental value to
right.
us on drinking it, and I'm not trying to knock it, but again, this is gonna be my number 1 recommendation to anybody. You might be spending, I don't know, you said it was like 60
Extra 20
bucks?
bucks. Yeah, it's 60 bucks a bottle. It's
Yeah,
well spent, though.
maybe 10, 15 extra bucks, but you're gonna get something that if you're not, even if you are a regular, like, whiskey drinker, you're still gonna love it.
Yeah, so that's it. You said it perfectly. If someone asks me what bourbon to buy and they're not that into bourbon, I'm telling them Long Branch.
Yeah,
100%. Before I would be like,
100%.
try Wild Turkey because it's a little sweeter or whatever, but Long Branch is taking it 100%.
Even if they're not looking for a bourbon and you get somebody that's, like, just trying to dive into the whiskey realm,
Right.
boom, straight there.
There's not a better one.
Go there. And if you don't like the bourbon, I got other shit for you, but
Yeah.
that'll be my number 1. Try this.
Solid fucking pick there. So that's number 2 we're at, right?
That's number 2.
And my number 2 is gonna surprise you.
Ah,
So
shit.
I went with Sailor Jerry's Original
Ah,
Spiced Rum.
so glad that
Yeah, so that
that's in
one.
my honorable mentions.
Right, perfect. So this is actually working out really well because the shit that I wanted to put on my list, you
I
threw on
did.
yours and vice versa. So this is working out nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sailor Jerry's rum, uh,
Shit's
is
like
flat
candy.
out fantastic. It's like candy. It's so fucking good. You do not need to mix it, and if you do mix it, just put club soda just to dilute it, water even, however the fuck you wanna
Yeah.
do it. Um, I think it's so hot, but that was one that soon as you said top 5, I knew that was in there right away. For
Yeah.
the same reason that, you mentioned Terramana, like how it surprised you. That's how I felt about Sarah Legeri's. Really surprised me. Super smooth, super
Yeah.
sweet. But not sweet
Always
as in like sugar, like just like
yeah.
how it's made. It was
Yeah,
I
because I
thought it
think
was
it's
I thought it
brewed
was
with, like,
fantastic.
caramel,
Yeah, something like that.
something like that,
Yeah,
but, it was I was having a tough time between putting, Sailor Jerry's in the 4th spot or Terramana,
right.
and I threw Terramana because it, like, legit, I was not looking forward to drinking Terramana, and the Sailor Jerry's, it was like, "Whatever, we're gonna drink it, it's probably gonna be good." And sure enough, like, it was better than what I thought, but just didn't surprise me as much as the Terramana.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with what you
That's the
said
only
about
reason
Terramana,
I
but
didn't add it to my
yeah.
top 5, but
No,
it's literally
Sailor
number
Jerry's,
2
like,
on my
knocked my
runner-ups.
socks off. I remember, like, thinking, I'm like, "Holy fuck," like,
Yeah.
wish I wasn't driving. I'd fucking bury this
You
bottle right
crush
now.
this
Yeah.
bottle.
It'd be a fucking serious problem. It's one of those no one's gonna ask me for a rum recommendation, right?
Yeah.
But it is one of those things, back to what you were saying about how, like, you formulated this list. It's one of those things that I could see myself either buying or recommending,
Mhm.
and if the mood strikes, I will not even like and someone's like, "Hey, let's make rum and something." That's the one. That's
Sailor
without
Jerry's.
even thinking.
Yep.
Right off the shelf, let's go. So, Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I'm
there
looking
you go.
back on my life right now, and I used to drink Bacardi, and it's like, what the fuck was I doing?
I used to drink fucking Captain Morgan Light. Exactly. What
You know,
was I
like
doing with my
Sailor
life?
Jerry's is right there. I'm pretty sure it's the same price.
For sure.
What the fuck? I think the only reason I didn't buy it is because I associated it with my brother. My brother didn't like good beers or good like drinks, and I'm like, yo, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
This
I that's
shit's
a fair
probably
point though,
ass.
because yeah, you're learning from other people's mistakes. You're like, "This guy does no taste.
Yeah,
He'd eat fucking rubber and tell me it was
yeah.
good." So
Fucking wrap shit in a chocolate bar and said it tasted good. Fuck.
fucking
All
unreal.
right.
Yes, number
Number
2.
ones.
Let's go.
Number one, baby.
I'm just gonna say right now, I have a feeling we have the same number 1. I'm just gonna
Oh,
throw it out there. I'll be
okay.
interested to see,
I
but I
think so. Okay, I don't
alright.
know.
Alright, go
I'm
ahead.
excited to hear yours.
Drum roll.
Dalwhinnie 15 had to be,
Yeah.
had to be. That's probably one of the nicest scotches I've ever had. Other than the time we were on the golf course and had Johnny Walker fucking blue or whatever
Which
it
we're
was
not
from
buying
that
to
guy.
review on this podcast. That
No,
ain't happening.
that Dalwhinnie 15 was delicious.
Yeah. That's my number 1 too. I'll
Wow,
just I'll
nice.
just throw it out there just so we
Yeah.
can just both talk about it and there's no like it ends and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I had the same one." What's your number 1? Oh, it's the exact same thing we've just been
Yeah, it's the
talking about.
exact same thing. And everything you just said.
So back to things he recommended. I was asked just before Christmas time about a scotch as a gift, and I said Dalwhinnie. I said it's about
Same.
$100 a bottle. I said, but it's worth it because someone asked me, "Do you have any scotch that you recommend?" First thing I said was Dalwhinnie. I said, but other than that, I'm sure anything is single malt. They were looking for a certain price range. I went
Right.
out of that price range by recommending Dalwhinnie, but I said you won't regret it. So
Yeah,
and I,
100%.
and
If
to
the
Dalwhinnie,
person you're buying it for is worth it, then spend the extra couple of bucks and
yeah. But if it's someone you dislike, like your father or
yeah,
something like
fuck
that, just
that.
fucking get him,
Get him
get him,
fucking
get him toilet
iceberg
bowl cleaner.
vodka.
I I was oh fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Go ahead. Fuck, I
All
just
right.
lost
So
it.
to go off of what you were saying
Yeah.
there, like you recommended,
Oh,
my
I
mom
remember. Yeah.
asked me, one of the guys she works with likes scotches, and we don't really know if he likes the actual taste or if he likes the expensive bottles. I'm like, what are you looking for? Do you want something with a bit of a price tag, or do you just want a really good whiskey? Because I got a lot of good whiskeys I could recommend you, and they're not even going to break $70.
Mhm.
And then she's like, "Nah, give me something really nice." I'm like, "Dalwhinnie 15, don't even question it, just go buy it."
Just go get it.
Yeah, and that's what she did.
That's
Haven't
perfect.
heard if he's had it yet or not, but I'd be curious.
So what I was gonna say before I had a full on blackout was I've since had more expensive or at least in the same price range as Dalwhinnie, which is between 100 and $120.
What'd you
I
have?
can't remember. It was from Scotland. My grandfather brought it over around Christmas time. My sister was oh, it was in November. My sister was home
Yeah.
for the weekend. Um, it was expensive,
Okay.
and we've reviewed better off the shelf $40 bottles of scotch, in my opinion,
Really?
personally. Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't hold a candle to Dalwhinnie, in my opinion. It didn't even hold a candle to um, fucking
Bells?
Bell's. Like, it
Yeah,
because
that shit took me by surprise.
yeah, because Bell's nice. Bell's was nice in the same sense that Dalwhinnie was, is because it has just enough of that fucking smokiness and it's not overpowering, but it's
Yep.
got all that fucking solid Scotch flavor, which
Yep.
is really what you want,
Yeah.
right? Like that Ardbeg
Well,
was
for
off the
us at
chain
least, like
for yeah for us.
Antonia might
Yeah,
be like, I want something a little smokier. Did she
well,
try the Dalwhinnie?
yeah, she was like,
Yeah.
"This is insane."
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one
Okay.
of the best things I've ever drank in my life,
Yeah.
and I'm
Same.
including that with water. Like,
Hang on. What
it's
about Gatorade?
uh, there's a time and a place, my friend.
I think we talked about this last week or two
Yeah,
weeks ago.
but yeah, Dalwhinnie, I
Hello?
figured yours would be the same, but it takes a cake for sure.
Yo, hang on
Hello?
2 seconds. Pause. All right, back on. Totally forgot I was in Discord because I was playing games with a couple of buddies. Totally forgot I was in there, and then somebody just came back. Nobody's been in there for like an hour, 2 hours, and then somebody just comes in and goes, "Hello."
You're like, what in the
What
fuck?
the? I was like, "What the fuck is that? My TV's off." Oh, shit.
Explain Discord to me.
It's so PC. There's not like Xbox. You have Xbox Party Chat, whatever. So PC doesn't have that. Discord is just a one for voice channel, so you can talk to people you're playing with, or just friends online while you're playing different shit. But it's also like you can start like your own kind of Discord channel, and there's like text chats, so you can have like fucking conversations with a bunch of people. You can add a shit ton of people if you really wanted to, or you can keep it small and private, and it's just your buddies, and then you just hop in there when you want to play some games.
Okay.
I had to take these off. I see my screen in them, and it's fucking distracting as shit.
Do you need them that much for the screen?
No, it just uh, makes everything just a little sharper, and then
Fair enough.
makes me see distance,
Well,
which is
you
nice when
don't.
I'm driving.
Yeah, you don't need that right now, so we're
No,
good.
my screen's pretty fucking close.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
All
nice.
right, back to
I'm
that Dalwhinnie,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That shit. Like, again, I was nervous getting the bottle. I talked to Rob about it. I'm like, I need a good whiskey, like a good scotch. Like it can be like 120 bucks. And he's like, "What are you looking for?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like I really don't know. I don't really we like I like scotches now, but I don't know what I'm looking for. So I'm good to try something." And so is Chris. So he's like, Dalwhinnie 15. Get it? If you can't get the 15, get the 12. I'm like, all right, done. And the one around the corner from my house had the 15, so I grabbed it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
was
thank you, Rob, for the
yeah,
recommendation.
big ups to Rob. That's one of the like I said, one of the best things I've ever drank.
Yeah.
And it'll forever be recommended to people, whether they want to spend that much. To me, it's worth it. Like if you're looking for a treat,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna stock my shelves with that very often, but once in a while, if I'm feeling adventurous and want to treat myself, it's it's going on there. So
Yeah. Or like I was thinking about picking up a bottle for New Year's. Just save myself 110 bucks. But um but because like me, like it's a special occasion. So I don't mind.
right.
Like
Yep.
if to me that's worth it. And everybody except for Follett, I think, really drinks whiskey. Audrey doesn't. I'm speaking like me, you, and Rob do.
Yeah, out of friends and stuff. Eric
Antonia
likes
likes
whiskey.
them.
Yeah,
Eric likes it. Eric's fucking gone away. But you know, so I think everybody would have enjoyed it. At least tried
for sure. But yeah, you're right. Thanks, COVID. Just saved me $110. You cost me 10 days of boredom, but fucking thank God for that 110
Fuck,
bucks.
man.
So what's the story here? You just hanging out, gaming, putting the feet up. Not a whole lot to
Yeah,
do.
not a whole lot to do, man.
Yeah.
Like
Just riding it
finished
up.
work, like regular work. I don't take anything home. Fuck it. They're only paying me 9 to 5, so
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm not bringing shit home unless it's like dire need, and then they'll pay me for it. I just got to put in like the time request or whatever, but I don't have to bring anything home, which is nice. Other work like stopped, I guess, end of November, and then teaching stopped the 15th. So I really got fucking absolutely nothing to do, which is kind of nice because for a while there was like 3 jobs, 4 jobs on the fucking go, and it's like fuck me, man.
Nonstop. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice. Just sucks. Like again, this will be like the first New Year's me and Audrey haven't been together for New Year's, and that's like fucking 15 years. I don't know. I just threw out a number there. It's close to that though.
It's close to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
what are you guys? You guys are like fucking 12.
we are
Like been together for like 12
I
years.
think it was 12 this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, we're like
you're
fucking
there. Yeah.
14 or 15.
Yeah, it's basically your entire formative years that you don't remember not being with someone on that day.
Yeah.
It's shitty.
Yeah,
But
so that fucking blows, but
man, this fucking Christmas holiday, me and you were talking while I was on your front lawn and you were yelling at me from your window. With your parents, and I'm assuming you, but right now you're fine. I've known 10 people in the last week and a half that have gotten COVID.
same.
And I know
Fucked.
and of those 10 people, I'm not including people who know a bunch of people who also
Yeah.
have COVID.
Yeah, no, I've like
Yeah,
close
these are the people
vicinity,
that I
like
know. Yeah.
that I talk to on a regular, and they're like, "Ah, got COVID. Ah, got COVID." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?" And then it's like, "Fuck.
And then your family who's not
What
doing
are we
anything.
doing?"
Yeah. What the fuck are we doing around here?
Oh, man.
Oh, well, you know what? Fucking it is what it is. Everyone's good, so, you know.
Ah, that's the main thing, like,
Yeah,
everybody's okay, like, my dad went to the cottage when he found out because at that time, both me and my mom tested positive on the rapid test. My
negative, rather.
brother yeah, sorry. And my brother was supposed to come over, with Kelsey Christmas Day, and we're like, "Nah, stay the fuck
Yeah,
home."
you might wanna not do that.
Yeah, but they came anyways. Mike had his PC here, so he wanted to pick that up. So we dropped that off at the door, and then Kelsey made a cauliflower casserole, so she left that. I think she made some cinnamon buns. I don't know where the fuck they
Listen,
went. I think
those are
my dad
tasty
took
treats
them.
to leave. Oh, yeah.
I think my
Yeah, for
dad took them.
sure. Yeah, your dad should be up there eating fucking healthy food. He's like, "Fuck that. I'm going
Fuck
out if I'm
that.
going out with COVID, I'm going out with chips and cinnamon buns."
Totally, totally. Yeah. So he went up. I text him like fucking 3 times a day. I'm like, "You good? Like, fucking, if you get worse, like, let me know. I'll
Yeah.
fucking come get you.
I'll
We'll
go
do
get him, fuck.
whatever." You
Yeah,
know, you're like the fourth person that's told me that too.
yeah.
So
No, he's out of the woods now. It's been all basically a week,
uh,
right?
his
Since really
symptoms were
if he looks
pretty
back about
mild.
thinking when he first felt symptoms, it's been
Yeah.
basically a week now, right? So,
Almost. Yeah. Fuck.
right?
It's
So,
fucking Tuesday night. Jesus.
mhm.
Fuck, thank God I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just about to crack my second bottle here hit you with a little ASMR.
Ooh,
I don't know if it came through, but
it wasn't
pretty
as loud
tight.
as I was hoping it was.
No, it wasn't as loud for me either, but here we are.
All right,
Track
so
with time.
we
Let's do
kind
the
of
honorable mentions.
yeah,
Back on
let's
track
hit
here.
it. Yeah, let's get back on track. Let's finish up these this
It wouldn't be a year-end
top
podcast without us
beverages
getting fucking wildly distracted about something. Come on.
or wildly drunk like I did last
Yeah, well,
week.
I'm already wildly drunk. So that
Fuck, man,
first drink was
that
pretty stiff, and it went
that
down
was a
pretty
fun
quick.
fucking night.
The last one?
Yeah, the last
Oh, yeah, that was a
podcast,
blast.
I thoroughly enjoyed
I hope
myself.
everyone enjoyed it. If not,
Too
sorry,
bad.
but fucking it
Yeah.
is what it is. We had fun. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
All right. So I'm just gonna rhyme off my
Yeah.
honorable mentions here. So we have coming in at like the number one. I'm gonna say for the honorable mentions is that Ardbeg Scotch. That's
Smoky as
super.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super
Eating the
smoky.
fire.
And it's on there just because it was like I've never had anything like it,
Okay,
and
I
it was
respect
just
that.
so different.
Yeah, that is I would say the most unique thing we drank all year.
Yeah,
No
100%.
question.
Yeah.
Like we drank a lot of
So
scotch and whiskey, but we drank nothing compared to I can't even describe it. It's like eating fire, literally. Like
yeah. So that had for me that had to go on there because it was just something I've personally never had.
fair enough.
And then we got Sailor Jerry's, and then the Guinness beers, all three.
Okay, so that's cool because I forgot that you had never even tried a regular Guinness previous to
Yeah,
us sampling it. So
yeah, and I
I'm glad
enjoyed
that
all
they made
three.
your list. Yeah. They were the whole Guinness lineup, even though it really shouldn't be called a lineup. You know what I mean? Like Guinness is fucking Guinness, and I got something in my fucking eye now. Jesus Christ. Um, but they fucking out of the park, all three of them, and all three very different.
Yeah,
Yeah, solid. Okay, I'll rifle off mine. Long Branch, which I touched on earlier. and you covered the wild turkeys I had to throw on there just because,
Yep.
um, they're fantastic. And then I put Hendrick's gin, and then I put, Terramana were my
Nice.
yeah, so a gin and a tequila in there. The gin was really the only one that neither of us talked about, but again, if I go back to look, I think I was an 8.9 and you were 9 or vice versa.
It
Like,
was
we
r
were
it was
both right
really
there.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
really good. But here's my thing with the gin, is it's not gonna be my first pick of alcohol.
No, it's far down the
So,
list.
for
Yeah.
me, it's hard to put on the list,
Yeah,
but I
that's why I
it
thought it was
does
an
need it.
honorable mention at
Yeah,
the
it should have
highest.
been
Yeah.
on a honorable mention because it was our highest rating, I believe.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, I think Dalwhinnie took the cake, but I would say if we went back and, like, thoroughly examined the scores, I would say it'd be in the top 5 minimum, maybe
Yeah,
top 3.
yeah,
Aside from, like, I think Soul was, like Soul was one of those ones that I'd, like, peruse through, and also, like, you already touched about, Belgian Moon. That would be on there too. Any of the
yeah.
beers
We've had really good stuff.
all of the beers that we've gone through, just go back and listen to those or just go back and look at the clips. They're all fantastic.
We're gonna have
Pretty
to start, doing, special orders from the LCBO
Oh, yeah, bringing some
to get
stuff
some
that
shit stuff so we can get some low reviews on there.
yeah, we should start drinking the stuff that Leahy drinks in Trailer Park Boys, which I think is Alberta Premium Rye.
Yeah,
Not to say that
probably.
it's shit. Like, I'm just sure we'll drink it and be like, "Oh, you know what? It's pretty
It
fucking
it
good."
is the cheapest, and if you're looking at
But it's the
price
cheapest. Yeah,
to quality, there's a reason it's gotta be so cheap.
you would think so.
You
You
would
would think
think.
so, yeah. But Alberta Premium's worth it just for Leahy. Rest in peace.
My great uncle used to drink, Alberta Pure, vodka
Yeah, I've
like
had that. It's
by the
rough.
bucket.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah, I don't
By the
know how we did
bucket
it.
is an expression.
Literally by the bucket. It was fucked. Good on
That's
him though.
heavy.
Again, rest in peace.
Yeah. Big ups, my man.
Yeah.
So is that it? I think we're good there.
That's it for the top beverages. That's crazy.
That was a good fucking that was a
It,
good
it
roundup.
was
That
it
was a nice
was
little fucking summary.
crazy to like look at the YouTube channel and kind of scroll through like our library that's on there now and see everything. Like there it's again, you go back to like March. I was doing clips. Like we would talk about dumb shit and I would just like clip it out and
Clip
it'd
it.
be like a 3 to 5, maybe longer clip. And it's like that had too much time put into it because it
Yeah,
was
'cause you
like
gotta go back,
you got to
look for it.
listen. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to listen to the whole thing. Be like, oh shit, that's hilarious. Clip it, upload it. So that got fucking out of hand quickly. But it was. I'm glad we started to do these reviews. Big ups to fucking Alex that we went to school with for suggesting that we start doing it.
Yeah. Nice.
And it's just a never ending thing. Like we can start diving into wines, and that's a different world.
Yeah, talk about a fucking kettle of fish. Like, that's a
Yeah, man.
whole other world, like you're saying.
There's so much like again, just us diving into beers. There's so many beers. Like we did like 4 or 5, maybe 6.
And we didn't even review
Did two
like there
brands, like 3 brands.
yeah, that's true. The there like, there's like, one of my favorite breweries, like, they have, like, a fucking 12 beer lineup. We
Yeah,
could, like,
fuck.
fucking go right through, including
Yeah,
2 hard seltzers that are probably the best ones I think are on the market, but you
I
can't
know what
buy
we're
them
doing
here.
in February.
Exactly, yeah. February is the key word there.
Yeah,
I think like I said, look out for us in January because 'cause we're gonna review ketamine, cocaine, oxycontin, and marijuana
heroin. Oh,
month by
marijuana.
oh, was it heroin or oxys?
Well, I just figured marijuana was a given. So
Yeah, I've been watching that show Dope Sick, so I've got oxys on the brain.
the fuck's that?
It's about, how OxyContin came to be and
Oh
how it,
shit.
like, is like, the cause of where we are now with fucking fentanyl and how it all started,
Jesus.
like, from one pharmaceutical company back in the early '90s,
Yeah.
just being a pharmaceutical company, just lying and selling poison, you know? just doing their jobs, really.
Yeah.
But it's based on a book, and they turn it into like a 8 or 10 part limited series. It's on
Okay.
Disney Plus for those who want to check it out. It's really good. A lot of good actors
I'm
in it.
not subscribed.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could find it in other places if you put your mind to it. A lot of good
Uh,
actors. But yeah, I got Oxy on the fucking brain for that. So, but anyway, January's drug month. Look out for some
for
drug
Chris,
month.
I'll be hitting up some fucking gummies.
Yeah.
It should be a blast. I want to try the um the liquid, like the sodas.
Oh yeah, we should. We should review them. Like we should just be like, but like we don't have to give like a rating. We would like pop this fucking gummy, be like, delicious.
Yeah.
You know,
Fucking
what a relief.
I had a heart attack for a second because like when I stopped it the first time because I was still in that Discord channel,
Like, did I
and
push
then
record again?
well, I didn't stop the recording, and I'm like, hang on, I like on a computer you can alt tab to switch between windows, so alt tab quick, and I'm like, oh fuck, like did I maybe stop the recording? And we've been talking for like 20 minutes since then. I'm like, my luck, it's fucking stopped, and we've just been
We
shooting
just
the
wasted
shit.
the fucking episode. Covered all the meat of the episode just fucking out the window.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's perfect.
So since I rudely interrupted that, I do want to ask you, do you have any top moments that you can remember from this past year on the podcast? Or because I know what you're going to say for life in general. A lot has happened in your life.
Oh no. We're not talking personal. We're talking
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did a good job talking about the nurses during COVID.
Yep.
Also, I had COVID, so I think that's what sprung it.
Oh, look at that.
Um,
Fucking sum up the year, both of us.
yeah, fucking comes full circle, doesn't it? I really like that we got into the whiskey reviews. I think those are fun. I enjoy the shit out of them. I hope people enjoy listening. I'm sure they get a little boring at times, but listen, we're just going through it. It's fun for us.
Yeah, it's fun.
And there's I've been getting like the odd recommendation from like YouTube. Also, like drink. Sorry if you guys hear a high
He's
pitched
just
squeal.
pitching it. He's telling us his favorite
It's the cat.
moments.
Yeah, his favorite moment was when we shaved him on fucking Christmas Eve. He got the old Grinch fucking look at that hack
Nice.
job.
Nice.
He got one of those shaves. The whiskey reviews have been a lot of fun for me. Chris Predicts has been interesting. But as far as individual moments go, I would say like the nurses thing, I think we touched on pretty good. Also like talking shit on the government, which I love to do, and I have no shortage of.
Yeah.
I like
I've
that
noticed.
I like that we talk shit on our government, but also fuck the Chinese government. Not Chinese people, but fuck China. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're pieces
I
of
hear
shit
you.
and they should be called out. So
Yeah,
what about
no,
you?
that's cool.
What are you at?
Me, I'm gonna sum it up to one episode, and that's gonna be our episode with Eric.
Oh, nice. Honorable mention for me then.
Okay. My whole thing is like, when did he leave? A year before that? 2? Before we saw him? Like he left 2 years and then he came back.
He left before we started the podcast. I would say, yeah, probably a year before we started the podcast.
A year, and then he came back in the summer, right?
Longer
The
than
summer?
that, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
or
Yeah, he was back
January or
for
something like that.
He's back for a while.
He was back for a bit, and then we actually got to see him. Went out, hung out at his cottage. That was in fucking bumfuck nowhere, which was actually fantastic. Other than we had shit weather that weekend.
Yeah, you make the most of it though.
Yeah, it was nice just to like sit around with him because it'd been a fucking year. So it's nice to have that, and then like to look at like just the podcast in general. It's nice that I'm so glad we started this. One, it's given me something to do throughout COVID, like when COVID first hit. But also we now have this like memories bank of fucking dumb shit me and you talk
For
about.
good or bad, you know.
Yeah, right? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah,
we have
fuck
all
it, who
these
cares?
fucking dumb conversations, but then like when we have guests on, like we have that to look back on too. Again, good or bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah, big up,
again,
yeah,
just
big
having
ups to Eric because Eric filled in for an episode
filled
while
in
my son
one.
was born.
Yep,
He's been on the most 3 or 4 times now.
three,
He's a big supporter,
three.
and his brother's a secret supporter of the show.
Yeah, it
But
really is.
shit out that motherfucker. You listen.
Yeah.
We know you did.
Yeah, no. So having Eric on, that was a big thing, and again, just starting the podcast in general, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
We're like what, a year and a half now.
Yeah, we're over a year, right?
Yeah.
Because 2021 was like majority of the episodes, right? So
Yep.
we went through a few different things, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
been fun, man. It's been something to do, man. Fucking definitely passes the time.
Like fuck, this will be a lifesaver for these next 10 days.
Oh yeah, we can record one every day if you want. Just fucking
Fuck.
bank them.
That's a lot
Maybe
of work.
maybe we should get our fucking reviews out of the way and just post them all in January and just fucking take a month off. We got what, 3 days left? Let's just review 3 more things and just fucking throw them in for January.
I will say that's another nice thing, like, because we did that last year with the podcast. January, dry January. I know you had done it a couple of years prior.
I'd never gone that far. I'd only done.
But
like a couple
because,
weeks, yeah.
but because we started the podcast, you got me to do it, and it was kind of nice. Like, and again, to try these non-alcoholic beverages, dude, they're fucking pretty good.
They are good, and there's more. Like, there's like a vast
So
array of them. Like,
many.
we can also sample those back again because there's
Yep.
like there's other good ones. Like, yeah, we can go through it because especially the beer ones, right? Because we've been doing a lot of beer lately, so it wouldn't be like that fucked up to be like, all right, Heineken 00, Budweiser Prohibition. Let's see
Yep.
how it stacks up, right? So.
Yep. It'd be nice to find some companies that's like all they do though, because there are
There are other companies out there. I can definitely get that information because my wife knows a lot about them.
yeah,
So
yeah, it'd be nice to try those. And I will say this: I miss our conspiracy theory talks and alien talks, and I am gonna make it a point that in 2022 we do more of it.
I'm 100% in with you because I can't get enough of it personally.
I just have so much fun, and I
Yeah,
think
it's
January is
just
the
so much
best
fun to
month
talk
to do
about.
it because I plan on popping a gummy, and like I'm gonna have to like crash at your place, or
No
we're
problem, buddy.
recording these on a fucking Saturday.
You can sleep in the
And-
crib with my son. It's all good.
Sleep on the floor. I don't think I could fit in there.
Yeah, I'm planning on starting. I got a book. I got to burn through. What's today? The 28th.
Yep.
I got to finish a book by Friday because I said I'd finish it by the new year.
Jesus.
I've only got like 100 pages to go. It won't be that big of a deal, and it's an interesting read. So like it's
Cool.
it'll go through. I just gotta fucking. It'll be easy. Whatever.
Yeah.
But my plan is in the new year to start the sequel to Fingerprints of the Gods. So
I think I have that. What is it?
that's the Graham Hancock book.
What's it called? American. I can literally see it on my other.
It's called Fingerprints of the Gods.
That's the first one.
That's the first one. The second one is Magicians of the Gods, and the third
Magicians of the Gods.
third one's America Before, which just came out in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I have both Fingerprints and Magician, whatever it is, of the Gods.
Yeah, so I just
Haven't
got
touched them.
Magicians for Christmas. I plan to crack into that in January, so we can. There will be a lot to discuss as far as.
Maybe I'll
I
start
don't-
reading.
Huh?
I got 10 days. Maybe I'll start reading.
You should.
Maybe I'll educate myself.
Well, fuck, whatever. I mean,
Crazy.
I do think that when you crack into Fingerprints, it'll be hard to put down. So, like you said, you want to talk about conspiracies, which I'm all in for. The aliens,
love
I'm
that
all in
shit.
for. I don't even put fucking ancient civilizations as a conspiracy.
No,
I think
that
it's
shit's
like
facts.
I think it's like guaranteed. And I think
Yeah.
that people will hear us say that and be like, these guys sound like conspiracy theorists, but they've also never read anything or looked at anything. Like the evidence is right there and it contradicts everything that we've been told. So
Audrey hated it when I would talk about it. She's like, that's all you talk about. I'm like, yeah, because it's fucking interesting.
it's super fucking interesting.
Like there's dudes with fucking gigantic heads. And if you look at their skulls, they look like aliens. Like
they are
what
the
the fuck?
alien.
That's That's where we got this image from.
It's funny you brought up conspiracies and aliens because I actually had written down a topic that I wanted to discuss on this podcast, which was directly about aliens.
Hell yeah.
So that worked out well. So, do you want to crack into it, or you want to keep going on about the? Let's keep doing your review stuff if you want.
No,
We can talk about it next week.
that's really all I had for the
Yeah,
kind of looking back on the year and kind of
it's
everything
it's
about the
been a fucking
podcast.
blast. Like we're the New Year episode, like when we're actually into 2022, which doesn't even seem like a real number.
No,
Talk about simulation.
so,
We'll be
dude,
episode 70,
we are
right?
in one. Let me tell you.
I'm convinced we're in a Black Mirror episode at the very least. If we're not, if we're not in a simulation, we're definitely in a Black Mirror episode.
All right, I got to keep us on fucking the New Year fucking holiday shit.
Yeah, keep going.
Let's save that for next week.
No problem at all.
So
I don't know what you got written down. You don't know what I got written down. So
yeah, we didn't really talk.
That's fine.
We just shot the shit for a little bit outside my window while I threw my Rapunzel hair out the window.
And it
Kristen climb up.
Delicious.
Yeah. Thanks, Audrey, for leaving her soap.
She left her hair and mane shampoo. Mane and tail, sorry.
Shit, too funny. So to go off so our my family, we do Boxing Day. Like that's our big day. Usually pre-COVID, we have all the family over. And we have a fucking giant Nerf gun fight every year. Every year. And there's like little kids, but it's more for us. And
fuck those little kids. Get out of the way. The adults need to play.
Yeah. We're fucking playing. So me and my brother, we get new Nerf guns every year. And we have since we were like fucking 7.
That's so fucking cool.
Dude, it's so much fun. Audrey hates it. She's like, I'll come over when you guys are done.
Does it get a little too much for her? Like a little,
it's just crazy, man. There's
wild.
Just like, there's no safe zones. Like if you're in the house, you're getting hit sooner or later. Yeah. Come on. It's a fucking Nerf gun. Like, come on. Anyways, so I found this guy on Instagram called Nerf and Bourbon. That's his like handle. And he was fucking showing his fucking Nerf guns, and he like takes them into like Costco and shit and shoots his wife, and like the fucking header thing is like, can't yell at me in public. He's just shooting his kids and his wife with Nerf guns in Costco. So I looked up these like the manufacturer that makes some of the guns that he was using. Yo, this is like professional grade Nerf guns.
So like, it's like there's like a whole like fuck airsoft. There's like a whole Nerf gun.
Yeah, it's like a in between. It's like it's not Nerf gun anymore, but it's not quite like paintball or airsoft. Yeah. Like it's a gray area. So I ordered me and my brother one each. Dude, this thing we wouldn't have been able to use them on Boxing Day other than to shoot products and the grown-ups because they hit pretty fucking hard.
They whack? Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring it over to when we do the podcast in person next time. I should have shot you from the fucking window.
Probably would have fucking gone there.
No, dude, this thing fucking zips.
Are they
came with 2 different sizes of bullets?
Like reasonably priced. Like they're not like
no, they're not. I didn't think they were that. Like they can get pricey, but you're not talking like $1,000. Like fucking. You're talking like fucking like $150, $100.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm in
for
Sign
a fucking
me up.
sick Nerf gun. I remember fucking Dan spending Dan spent like $300 on a Nerf gun back in the day, and it was like a fully auto machine gun.
Jesus Christ!
I think it looked like a saw. Remember from Call of Duty?
Yeah,
it looked like a saw.
I fired a saw in real life.
Yeah, that's
wild shit. I fucking remember this now. I remember this.
His gun?
Yeah, I remember this now.
It was stupid.
I'm like, saw like, why would it be like? It was belt fed, right?
Belt fed.
Yeah,
and it had a bipod. Like,
yeah.
He spent like 350 bucks on this
And
thing.
that's 15 years ago. Like that's a lot of money for a fucking 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, let's be honest. We
He
all
didn't
didn't really manage our money that well back then.
no, I'm sure none of I don't think any of us really even worked.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, this thing fucking zips.
I'm into that. Bring that shit over for sure.
Yeah, I'll see if I can steal Mike's too. Maybe we can have a mini gunfight.
No problem.
Hell yeah.
No problem. That's the shit that like
Shit.
that's the shit that I can't wait for. Like as a new father is like
Me
that's
too.
like fucking water gun fights, Nerf gun fights.
I know
Like
every
I'm
birthday, Christmas present I'm getting
easy.
your son.
Yeah, easy. And it's
Either
like
gonna be a new drum thing or whatever instrument if he plays an instrument.
right.
I'll get him something new. That or he's getting a new fucking Nerf gun. So that when he comes over to Uncle CJ's, we're fucking rifling off at each other and everybody in the house.
Fuck else you gonna do? That's the shit. Is like I I thought we were gonna have a girl for sure. I don't know
Mhm.
why, but I had that feeling.
So did I.
Not that I had a preference. It doesn't matter to me. But
Yeah,
the
we talked about that.
nice thing about the boys is the fucking you can do the rough and tumble a bit
Yeah, it does
more.
matter.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like this is not a fucking we're not on equal shit. Um, but girls generally don't give a fuck about Nerf gun fights or water fights.
No.
They or if they do, it's like, when they're done, they're done. But like
Yeah.
guys can do that shit for hours, and
All
that is the
day.
stuff I'm looking forward to. Like just
Yeah.
fucking yeah. You want to spend 4 hours this afternoon shooting Nerf guns at each other? I'm your
Let's
man.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you,
I'll set
homie.
up targets.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
We'll make our own targets.
I went to my cousin's birthday party when I was like 9 years old, and the birthday party was a water gun fight, just like at their house.
Fuck yeah.
They just kept the hose running, and
Yep.
everyone brought their own water gun, some
Yep.
new, some old, whatever, and kids were just filling up and
Just
just water
fill
gun
it
fight.
up. Dude.
One of the best birthday
So
parties.
much fun.
I don't even remember any other birthday parties that I had that year, but I remember that one.
Yeah. Dude, my brother one year had a food fight.
Oh, that's
We
fucking
set
legit.
up like 4 picnic tables.
This had to be outside.
Yeah. And my mom just layered it with fucking food that you could fucking just throw and fucking get messy. That was his birthday party.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
What? How much money did she spend on food that she was like? It must have been like mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it wasn't fancy food. Like we're
No,
talking
no,
like
no.
fucking bottom of the barrel, but like mashed potatoes, fucking whipped cream, fucking
Right, right.
ketchup.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, because it's like basically a water gun.
Yeah.
You can get people from a bit away. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, fuck
Back
with
in the
that.
day, those birthday parties were the best.
Yeah, they were fucking a lot of fun. That's the shit I'm excited for.
Hell yeah.
It's like this baby
I'm
stuff.
excited for like sports. I will
Sports
say that
too.
because like
Yeah,
I will like thinking back on it, like I wish I had played more like house league hockey. Like I stopped when I was like 6 because I had a shit coach and
when I
I
started.
never wanted to go. I'm like, fuck this. Why am I waking up at 6 to fucking deal with this jackass redheaded asshole?
I can't even fucking imagine. I had a redheaded coach in house league hockey. Wonder if it was the
I
same
did
one.
not like him. Yeah, probably. How many redheaded coaches could have been fucking coaching our house league? Let's be honest. Probably just one. Yeah, that guy was a fucking dick.
Can you imagine being such a fucking loser that you discourage a 6-year-old from playing hockey?
He just
Like
didn't.
I don't give a fuck if
Yeah.
it's rep. It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
how? How do you fucking
Dude,
do that?
it's a fucking game.
Yeah, dude. I worked with and friends with a guy whose hockey coach murdered a woman. And after the fact, they were like, "Yeah, that makes total sense." My fucking stepdad worked with this guy. This was a police officer.
What the
This is a
fuck?
famous case. We were children, so we don't remember it, but you could look it up. I'd have to remember the guy's name, but I could just if you just type
Jesus.
in police officer murders girlfriend, I'm sure it's one of the
We'll
first hits.
find it.
Yeah, you'd find it.
Oh
Um,
my god.
he was a Toronto police officer, and talk about small world. My stepdad worked with him like extensively, or knew him, or my uncle. I forget which one it was. It's been a fucking
Yeah.
while. One of them knew him very well, worked with him, said he was a fucking nut job. I'm sure it was my stepdad. Um, and then we were talking. I was working with this guy, worked with him most of my career, and he was talking about his hockey coach was a fucking psychopath. But he was like, and like didn't even want to play like for him. Like he would like before games he would puke because it's like this coach was such a fucking dick. And they're kids, like 10, 11, 12, whatever the fuck, playing rep hockey.
Yeah.
And turned out that this man murdered his mistress and fucking
Dude, that is
stuffed her in the walls of his house. And the guy that I worked with was sleeping, had sleepovers at that house while that woman was in the fucking walls of that
just
house. In the they would
decaying,
sleep in the basement.
just
She was in the
rotting.
fucking basement on the other side of a fucking wall.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro.
That is disturbing. Way
It's
to take this podcast a completely different.
why not? I think it's interesting more than disturbing, but yeah, it is definitely disturbing. You're not wrong about that.
Yeah, fuck, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so he was dating this broad, and they were both married. They were having an affair, and they're like, okay, on this date,
She didn't do it.
we're both gonna leave our spouses, and then like this is it. Like we're gonna commit. Like, okay, for sure. So he had kids. He had a wife. Like you're ruining your life to a certain extent. Like so you
Yeah.
got to be committed to this. Turns out she wasn't ready to do that, and he said, "No problem. I'll just kill you." And he fucking killed her, and like had her. Yeah, it's wild, wild
Oh
shit.
my fuck.
Yeah, hockey coach, police officer. He was. I think they like were onto him pretty quick, but either way, like, yeah, he's in jail. It's just
Yeah,
fucking
well, I'd hope so.
yeah,
Fuck.
fucking crazy shit, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. He had her in the trunk of his car for way too long. I think because he didn't know what to do, and then he like built this false wall in the basement. It's like you just go back there in a barrel.
You can
And
just sit
my
in here.
buddy's fucking down there, like 12 years old, playing N64.
Hey, Timmy, you smell that?
No,
Yeah, I think my dad's just cooking.
yeah, my mom can't cook meatloaf.
Oh
You fucking
god.
imagine? Jesus, man,
No.
unfucking real.
That is fucked.
Yeah, I got. I guess it's more, but I don't. I find it like more like wildly hilarious than I do wildly disturbing. Although I definitely know it's both. Like I'm not that psychotic, but I definitely see the difference between right and wrong. I just think it's like that dark gallows fucked up irony humor. You know?
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Two Bears One Cave, and Tom Segura has the most morbid like sense of humor ever. Like he showed like guests for weeks this one video, and it's like in Asia or somewhere at a mechanic shop, and this guy's pulling in. It's a manual transmission, and he's like backing in, and he's not good on the throttle. Like it's like so jerky. And the mechanic or somebody is standing behind the car,
Like bring it in.
pretty much.
Bring it in.
And the driver just boom, like crushes his waist. Crushes his waist.
I shouldn't even be laughing.
Dude, it's just funny to watch Tom because he's crying.
He can't get
And
over it.
everybody's like, you're
What's the
fucked.
matter with you, bro? Man, I can watch people get seriously hurt and laugh 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of
same.
10 times.
Same.
Yeah. Like horrible injuries. The ones that don't make me laugh is when some motherfucker just did like sucker punch and like his head caved in. It's like,
Yeah, that's not cool.
yeah, I don't think that's very funny, but like some motherfucker running someone over, guy like have you seen the guy tries to jump in the pool?
When
Tries to
it's
jump-
ice?
No, it's fucking
Oh.
it's a pool. He's like on the pool house
Okay.
and it's like let's say it's 5 feet. So like there's a pool house, then there's like the concrete pad, and then there's
Yep.
the pool. And he's gonna jump off the roof, standard procedure into the pool. Apparently, this man has never jumped in his entire life. So like he like waddle runs up, and when he takes his jump, he just jumps off of the eaves trough, which immediately collapses,
Oh
of
my
course, and he just
fuck.
goes fucking ka-chunk.
Straight down.
Sound his head makes hitting the concrete is horrible, but it's it's pretty funny to watch. I'm gonna be honest.
That is his head made
Yeah,
fucking hitting the concrete. Holy shit. I could only
it's
imagine.
it's
Because
pretty
Jake
heavy.
Paul's fist hitting
There
Tyrone
you go.
Woodley's fucking chin was ridiculous. I follow a channel on Instagram called Kids Getting Hurt. And it's like all this guy does is fucking post video of like other people's kids like getting hurt. Like there was one and they like made it's like one of those slides that's got the bump. So he
Right?
puts his kid in the car, like a toy car, drops him in there, and they have a blanket, a a duvet, fucking just I don't know, 4 feet from the wall. Well, the kid's got some fucking speed coming down the slide. He hits the duvet. He keeps going, but at some point the wheels like the front wheels lock up because it's caught in the duvet.
Oh, for
It
fuck's sake.
stops and the kid goes face first, nose up against the wall, and just drags down. And it's so bad. But it's
They were
so
trying to catch him like Wile E. Coyote.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, some of the videos, and he's like, he'll do like stories on Instagram so you can like flick through them.
right.
And then
And
at
it's
the end, he's always
just
like,
kids
keep
just
sending me more.
just kids eating shit.
Yeah.
Man, kids have some funny shit. You know those RC cars that kids drive around?
Yep.
There's some pretty good videos of like because those things are in slow motion at all times for the
Yeah.
most part, right? And kids can get up to a lot of trouble to go in slow motion. There's this fucking girl that rolls around our neighborhood. She's maybe 2.
Oh, like the big ones, you mean? Like where
Yeah, yeah.
there's,
Like they
oh,
sit
it's
in
like
there,
mini
they're like
Jeeps.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
mini Jeeps, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, every time we see her, her parents are, like, either, like, stopping her from driving straight into the street or, like, she's run herself up a tree. Like, she's all over the road.
That's not
And
what
then
you
the
want to see at a
and
young
then
age because she's just going to do the same when she's older.
yeah, like and that's because she's a woman. Just jokes,
I
just jokes.
was
Um,
hinting at it, but you
yeah.
said it.
No, you gotta say it. You gotta go full on. But But now they have these ones where the kids think they're driving, but the parents just walk behind them and it's like an app on their
Just a
iPhone.
little, yeah, a
It's
little
pretty
controller or
those ones are
whatever.
pretty funny. I found this video and I can share present and show this video of this dude jumping off into the pool. It's not graphic.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just if you want to. If not, we don't have to do it.
Yeah, share and present.
All right. Share and
I
present
have no
this.
idea how this is going to turn out.
We'll find out. Okay.
do 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 do.
Let's see
Oh,
if
we
this
might get fucking.
is it presenting?
It is not.
It is not.
Tis
All right.
not.
Share.
I only see you.
Can't share your screen. All right.
Fuck
We're not gonna go any
Whatever.
further than
Look
that. We
it
tried
up.
our best. Tried our best. That's it. But yeah, I'll send you the video just so you can see. But
It's
it's
pretty
rough,
fucking
but
funny.
it's fucking funny. It's only funny
I
because like,
love
have you
that
ever
shit.
jumped in your life? Have you ever just tried to
And
jump?
he's like a teenager, I'm taking.
He's a fucking 45, 50-year-old man. He's
Oh,
lived
so
he's
he
had an
definitely
entire
knows better.
he's had an entire life of jumping.
Yeah. He somehow forgot what to do.
He's you'd think he'd been down this road before. But I think they're
Oh,
like
dude.
Russian. I don't know. Good on them. They fucking party.
Have you seen the ones where there's one where a dude like goes to cannonball into a pool and it's winter,
Yes.
but it is like a thick sheet of ice. Like this man doesn't even crack the ice.
No.
He just
Just cracks
cracks
his
his tailbone. There's one of a girl doing it in a lake. It's like, didn't you guys like check to see like, oh, we're good. It's
Who
just a
thought that?
thin layer. We'll crack through it.
Who thought this was a fucking good idea?
Like throw a rock, maybe.
I guess they just thought like, yeah, it'll break. You're
It's
pretty heavy.
fine.
You weigh like 170 pounds.
Fucking just crack
The thing
tailbone, and
is
then they
that
just
he's
slide out on
yeah,
the ice.
he's so confident that it's gonna happen too. He's just
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna powerball through this thing. I'm just
yeah,
gonna get
it's
it over
fine.
with. It
Yeah.
would have been probably worse if he tried to pencil dive because then he just would have probably like murdered the back of his head off
Oh,
the ice. You know what I
murdered the
mean?
back of his head, broken a fucking leg,
Who the fuck
fucking
knows?
dislocated a hip, like something. Like, oh, that would have been terrible. The
Wild shit.
tailbone, man, like you can't sit.
I don't know what the fuck you do, man.
You just don't. Maybe you
Yeah,
test it.
you're just like out. You're out of commission for that's it,
Like,
man. You had a good run.
yeah,
Here's your next
yeah,
6 months of just being
yeah.
wildly
I've got a
uncomfortable.
wall for you to check out.
Just lean up against it. You know, maybe
Oh
sometimes you can
shit.
put your hand on your head and rest your elbow against the wall. Enjoy yourself.
Oh my god.
I've switched over to this old granddad's bourbon.
Oh yeah,
It's 50% alcohol. It's fucking
it's got a
potent.
bite.
It's
Yeah.
potent.
It's got a fucking bite. And I think we said the exact same thing when we reviewed it. It's got a
Very good.
fucking bite.
But fucking
Yeah. You'll be breathing fire.
you fucking want the cure for COVID. That's that shit there.
Fuck, should have brought it
Just
over.
fucking gargle that stuff. Yeah. I should have thrown that up to your window. Here, buddy.
Yeah.
Gargles.
Take some of this.
Give this to your mom twice a day. She'll be all right.
Twice. Oh god, too funny.
What is this order?
You want to do Chris predicts?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Chris predicts. Dun, 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 dun.
Wizard shit.
Nice.
Okay. Chris predicts this week is I'm going to do the January 1st EPL games. There's 4 in question, and I'm going to do all those. I have nothing to update this week because last week I predicted the semifinals of the League Cup. And the reason I didn't predict anything for this week that I'm updating is because COVID's been wreaking havoc on sports leagues. Like the Leafs just got delayed the games till the
No,
6th of
it's fucked.
January now. Like they just got delayed like another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
We just people have been messing in like my fantasy WhatsApp group.
yeah,
They're like, is this shit back on?
no.
No, they said yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I looked at my thing. I got one guy playing tonight. It's
Yeah,
a
bro.
goalie.
This shit ain't on. Yeah.
It's like, are you fuck? Whatever, man.
So I'm gonna make these predictions, assuming these games are gonna happen. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 or all are postponed by then. This is January 1st. This is an entire 4 days from now. A lot can
Yep.
fucking happen. But anyways, here it goes. So here's the 4 games on January 1st for the EPL, match day 21 of 38. Arsenal versus Man City. Leicester's playing Norwich. Watford is playing Tottenham. And Crystal Palace is playing West Ham United. So, because Arsenal is shit and refuses to beat anybody in the top 4, Man City's going to win. And I really fucking hope that Arsenal beat them, but Arsenal are fucking pretenders, so fuck them.
Pretenders.
Leicester is going to beat Norwich because that's the easiest pick I've ever seen in my entire life. Norwich is going to get relegated. These next 2 games are tough because Spurs have a new manager. They're playing better, but Watford's been pretty fucking good this year. Watford's at home. Fuck a recession. It's a draw. Okay? It's a draw.
Shit, that's a big
Solid
call.
draw. Crystal Palace and West Ham. This is going to be an upset. Crystal Palace is going to beat West Ham.
Oh
West Ham
shit.
haven't really done fuck all since they beat Liverpool about a month ago now. And Palace have been playing better and better. They're at home. They're fucking a tough out now. So there you go. City, Leicester, a draw between Watford and Spurs, and Palace is going to beat West Ham. Those are probably all really, really bad picks, and I hope I'm wrong, at least on the Man City one. So there's your 4 games. I'm not doing all of them because
Yeah, we're just parlay. We're just doing
just
parlays,
parlay
right?
them. Yeah, that'll
Yeah, I
be
like it. I like it so
worth a
much
few
better.
bucks.
It
Yeah.
makes like the next week so much easier, especially when we started throwing in like football and shit.
Yeah.
Just parlay that shit.
It
Like
is
pick
fucking
what? Because you
yeah.
can just like pick like I'll do
Any ones you want.
like a
You can do a
4 game
two-team parlay.
parlay,
Yeah.
and it just makes life so much easier. I do want to bring up that's it for Chris predicts.
Just 1 second. I will tell you what that parlay will pay out. That parlay is
Oh,
about
I like it.
29 to 1.
Woo!
Yeah.
Shit. Take out a second
Yeah.
mortgage.
Let's party.
Put all your life savings
Sell
on
your
it.
car. You'll get it back. You'll get it back.
2901. Think about it.
You guys should
Those
really
are
start
good
thinking about it.
odds.
I think so.
That is a guarantee if I've ever seen a guarantee.
Listen, there's no guarantees in sports, but that's a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Yeah. We'll
Sorry,
only
but-
take a 5% commission.
Listen, you're running this production, so it's
Yeah.
the least you can get.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, so that's
Alright.
it for Chris Bricks. What were you saying?
So did you see that? I didn't know this, but Khabib has his own like fight organization called Eagle Fight Club or Fight.
No.
It's like Eagle FC Fight Championship
Okay.
Fight Club. I don't know exactly, but they are doing their debut in the United States today. It is their 44th event or something like that.
Eagle
and it's
fighting
happening.
Eagle Fighting Championship.
Eagle Fighting Championship.
Yeah.
Eagle FC is what he kept saying. And
Yeah, that's what he's calling it.
they're doing their debut in the United States in Florida. And apparently I was watching a bit of like the press conference prior. And it's going to be they're in 2022 they're going to try to make Florida their like home. Like that's where majority of the fights will happen. Or a lot of the fights, I should say.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
So they're trying to go. They're like angling more for like get on a PFL, a ONE FC, Bellator sort of level. Like they're trying to be like.
Yeah, I think
They're trying to be
I
like
think
a pretty
Bellator
legit.
would be their next. Like this is where we want to go.
Because Bellator is not as big as PFL and ONE FC, but from a North American perspective, that's the next main one. To the UFC.
So I thought it was hilarious. So I was watching it and I watched them do like the first like, oh, here's our owner, whatever, and Khabib gets announced or whatever. And then they start asking him questions and I'm like, so what makes Eagle FC different from all the other ones? And he was just so honest. He's like, nothing. We're brand new. We're we're doing our 44th fight night. Like, it's brand new. I don't think they really have any big fighters. But it's like, dude, it's the 44th one. Like, they're just making their start. Like, what do you mean? How does it make a difference? Now, here's my thing. As a fan, my biggest difference is they've like redefined weight classes. It's like every 10 pounds.
So that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
you smart.
We'll start at like 150. Or I think it's 155, 165, 175, 185, 195, 205, 225, and then
up. Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah, it's really good. Now,
also it's smart for him to. I appreciate him saying like nothing's different. It's because like that's the annoying thing is like what's going to set us apart is we're going to have fights like nobody else is seeing. We're going to have competition. Like, listen, guys, let's all settle down here. If you want to do MMA and you don't want to do it like WWE, you know what I mean? Like where the results are rigged, then there's no difference. You're going to try and put on the best promotions and the best fights you can. And after that, fucking is what it is. Yeah, that's all you can do.
You don't have any of the all-stars. They're all at the UFC.
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you just stole some fucking up-and-comers from Bellator.
Yeah,
but it seems like exactly. I feel
they
like
have the money for that. So
it's either Bellator or UFC.
Right.
And realistically, UFC or nothing.
Yeah.
At this stage of the game, like they are so dominant.
They've established themselves, and based on all the things we talk about, like every month's pay-per-view is basically a
It
fucking
has
all-star.
been
It's like a can't miss.
absolutely ridiculous in
Yeah, it's a can't miss.
2021.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And
So
I
no, I
think
thought
I
that
think
was really cool.
2022 is starting off with fucking Francis. So they're coming out of the gates fucking hot too.
Oh yeah, the 11th.
Yeah.
That I cannot wait.
Yeah, they're partying.
We'll be hanging out for them because my shit
Yeah.
will be over with.
Perfect. When are you out? I guess the 7th? 6th?
Yeah, something like that. 7th or 6th.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah, I might just tell work the 7th and then just be like, man, I'm not coming in the 7th.
What you could do is just leave your phone at home and just go out and live your life.
That too. Fuck. But I did hear I can't remember who it was talk about it. Somebody big in the fight game. Jesus Christ.
Is that loud?
Yeah, I think that came through your headset, Mike.
Oh shit. It's a little
I
late
don't
now,
know
but I didn't even
how.
think I had that fucking thing on.
I don't know how because you got the other mic plugged in. Maybe you've been talking through your headset mic the whole time.
I don't think so, bro.
Anyways, who cares? That shit was loud as fuck.
Oh fuck, maybe I have been, dude. I think I just
leave
plugged
it.
this in
You're
back
good.
in.
You're
Yeah, it's
good.
done
You're
now.
fine. The audio's been great the entire time.
Now I can't.
Anyways, now you're completely different.
I cannot hear you.
Oh, you fucked something.
For fuck's sake.
We're at the end of the episode and this man fucking shit up. Just leave it.
At some point I actually unplugged the main speaker. God knows.
Wait, you sounded good in my ear, so
All right,
hopefully
perfect.
it was
Perfect. Hopefully it holds up.
Oh, that's so funny. I did hear that adding a weight class at 225 instead of doing like that 205 like plus type shit or whatever it is, or
Huge
215, like add that 225 gap in.
That'd be a fucking wicked division.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That'd be some crazy ass fucking fights.
Yeah. Because you could have guys come down. Like Stipe fought Ngannou, and Stipe was 235. And then he fought fucking Ngannou, who was maxed out at 265, who had to cut weight to get down to 265.
There was somebody the other
It's too
week
big a gap.
in just like a regular UFC fight night didn't make heavyweight.
Jesus Christ. That's
And it's 'cause
205. No, that's 205. 205 to 265 is heavyweight in UFC.
Yeah, so the guy didn't make weight, so he didn't cut to 265.
Oh my god.
Because these guys are like some of these guys
Gigantic.
like Francis is walking around heavy. Like,
John
he's not
Jones
walking
is
around
trying to get
235.
above 265, but then he wants to cut down to 265 to fight. at
Yeah, so
heavyweight
he's
in
fucking
UFC.
gigantic.
Yeah. He's
for
going
fighting these
crazy.
gigantic dudes. Like Francis is fucking massive
Yeah, he's too big.
and ripped. It's fucked. It's fucked. Anyways,
Let's wrap this shit up.
let's wrap this shit up. Yeah.
And on
Thanks
high.
for watching. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy
Hope
New
you all
Year,
had
everyone.
A fucking
Hope 21 was
fantastic,
good. Hope 2022 is
even
well,
better.
I don't
Not
think
looking good right now.
No, I'm feeling optimistic. I do not think the
I like
22 is going to be anything like 2021.
I hope not.
I think that this shit's fucking going down the pipe. But we'll
hope
see.
so.
But this I might not be speaking about
Conspiracy
Canada, but I
theories.
think speaking of conspiracy theories, I think things are going to get better. Anyway,
Yeah.
I hope
no, so
everyone had a
Happy
good
New
year.
Year.
I hope everyone has a great new year.
Yeah.
And
We'll see
go
you
get
guys in the new year.
COVID. Get this shit
Yeah,
over
fuck
with,
it.
everyone.
Everybody's getting it, man.
Everyone's getting COVID. So you guys,
Oh,
anyone
fuck.
listening, just go get COVID. Grow
Yeah.
up. Don't be scared.
Oh, jeez. Or don't. Like, it's
Whatever
kind of
you
nice
want.
when you don't have it.
Yeah. But it's also like, whatever.
All right.
Just
We're
jokes
out.
again, people. Just jokes. Everybody calm down.
Yeah. All right. We're out. Deuces.
See you guys.